Hi, Aquarius. This is Eileen with your Psychic Tarot card reading. And you've got some good cards overall. I mean, there's a few that's a little stressful here and there, but overall, you have some pretty good cards here. You've got the World, you've got the Empress, Ace of Cups, High Priestess. I love this card, Nine of Pentacles. So I'm seeing a nice trend here with a few bumps in the road. So to start on, by the way, this is a general reading, so some of these cards resonate with you while others do not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on your circumstances. And I am reading the meanings of the cards as well as tuning in on a psychic level. Now, to start with, you've got the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about some kind of betrayal in your life. And right underneath it, you've got the Nine of Swords, which is talking about losing sleep, worrying, possibly because of things going on, how other people are treating you. So I'm feeling that for some of you, this Three of Swords card has to do with maybe people from work or people you thought were your friends, maybe even relatives that you feel have not been sincere with you, that maybe they've been talking behind your back. Or maybe they're even criticizing you or wanting to blame you or act like you owe them something. I am getting that whoever does have this Three of Swords energy, that these people are jealous of you, that maybe you're looking better, doing better than they are, you're in a stronger position, and they are feeling kind of inferior, and they're jealous. They're very jealous of where you are compared to themselves. So they're wanting to criticize you. They're wanting to cause you some kind of aggravation of some sort. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like they're not doing well. They're not happy. And they want to make it your fault, which makes no sense. But it's this jealousy is what it is. They're very jealous. So now for other people, this could be a matter of maybe some friends that you thought were sincere with you, and you find out they have been talking behind your back or whatever, and now you see where they're coming from. So whether it's a situation at work, in your personal life, and sometimes this could talk about romance also. This can be romance and being disappointed with someone in romance. Maybe they cheated on you or something. Regardless, whatever the circumstances are, I feel like you're in the strong position, they're in the weak position, and you're just having a no-nonsense attitude, like you're going to move on with your life. You're not falling apart over this. You're moving on. You're already onward, looking ahead, making your plans to move on. So in some cases, this Nine of Swords could be tying in with that for some people, maybe for others not, worrying and being upset about people not treating you well. Next card you have is Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is showing, again, there's a certain amount of jealousy of people trying to poke at you in one way or another, get you to do things their way. Wands do relate to the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and also they relate to the area of work, career, progress, action. So in some cases, this could be a situation where people at work are pressuring you to do things their way. Again, I'm getting some kind of jealousy. Maybe you're in a higher position than them. You might be a manager, or maybe you've been there a lot longer and know your way around a lot better than they do. Something where you're more advanced in one way or another than they are, and it's really bothering them. You might be getting paid more money. You might be making more. And so, and in some cases, this may not be at work. It might be people you know. It could be, again, relatives or neighbors or whatever, but it's almost like, again, I'm getting a certain amount of resentment, jealousy, like they feel you're doing better than them and they don't like it. But you're standing your ground. See, this person is not afraid. They're just standing there holding their wand to defend themselves and being firm and secure. And so that's how you will be if you're met with this type of conflict or competition, whatever, in the month of April. So you're not gonna, it's like you've been down that road before. You're not going for that. So you're standing strong in your beliefs and your philosophies and the way you're doing things. Next card you have is Seven of Cups. Cups do relate to the water signs, and they also relate to feelings, emotions, love. A Seven of Cups says that you might be in a little bit of a dreamy mood and where you're not being very realistic about matters of romance, especially kind of being in a fog, being a little dreamy, daydreaming. And you might tend to be, if you're dating or, interested in meeting somebody new or dating somebody, whatever, finding the right person for you, you might be looking at different people and wondering, could that person be the right one for you, or could it be that one? And the advice of the Seven of Cups is to be as realistic as possible, because you might, in a dreamy state about someone, kind of tend to assume they have much better traits than what they really do. You might like to assume because somebody's good looking that they're also a nice, honest person, or they'll be true to you when maybe they won't be. So the advice of the card is to be realistic, look at people as realistically as possible. There's nothing wrong with daydreaming a little bit here and there, but try not to get too swept away. Now, I do feel some of you are going to be having some enjoyable romance in the month of April, which is nice. It's springtime and everything. And I feel like for others of you, I'm feeling some passion for some of you in some kind of relationship where it's going to be very intense and very passionate. That's a relationship from a previous lifetime, too, for whoever this is I'm looking at. It's up and down. It's a bit of a roller coaster, very passionate at times, very strong connection. But sometimes it's like you get mad at each other and almost hate each other, but then you're back together. That might be one person I'm looking at having this relationship, and maybe a few. And then there's going to be, I'm seeing somebody else who is, maybe you've got some extra money, or you're dating somebody who's got some money to spend or whatever. And so you're going to be having some enjoyable times, with not having to worry too much about how much money is being spent if you're out dating this person or getting together or making plans with them or something like that. Yeah, so different scenarios for different people here, but otherwise try to be realistic too when you're looking at people. Next card you have is the High Priestess card. This is a major arcana destiny card, and alongside of it you've got the World. Underneath here you've got the Empress. I mean, you've got some really good cards. And then I love this Ace of Cups too. That's a good omen there. High Priestess, this is about things that might be going on under the surface that you are not aware of. And some of these things could benefit you. Now, in some cases, it might be in the romantic department. In other cases, it could be in business. So for some of you, there might be someone that you've been dating lately, or maybe just getting to know that person. And they might be thinking of you in a more serious manner than what you are even aware of. They might be looking at you thinking that maybe you're that right person for them. So they're kind of making plans. They want to look good in front of you. They want to make a good impression. I'm feeling that for some of you, this is a new relationship with someone who is going to be seeing you and around you and getting acquainted, and they're going to be very impressed, and they're going to really be attracted to you. And so they're trying to put their best foot forward, make a good impression, come across like they're, doing well for themselves. And they are. I feel like whoever I'm tuning in for, this person does do well for themselves. So, and then for others, it could be someone you've been seeing for a little while, maybe a number of months, maybe a few months, several months. This person might be wanting to tell you they love you or propose marriage or something like that. Let you know they're serious and they want to move forward with you going into the future. Now, for others, it could be in your career. There could be some changes being made in the company you work for that somehow you're going to benefit. I mean, I know there's a lot going on with the economy right now. Some of you, I'm tuning in for somebody. I don't know if this is one or a few people or several. Some of you, your company is going to be suffering, but you have done such good work and you have a lot of good experience and skills. And you have on occasions been thinking you should have your own business. And you know there's a particular need in a particular field that you've been working in or that you're very familiar with. And somehow you might just be ready to start your own business that takes off and is very successful for you. filling a niche of some kind that you are aware of just from your own work experience in life. Yeah, so there's different scenarios for different people here. Now, I'm also feeling, and that's what this card relates to too, is your intuition. The High Priestess will give you more intuition, a stronger sense of your intuition in the month of April, which is really good because the more you can use your own intuition about circumstances, people, whether it's at work, in your personal life, whatever, the more that can benefit you to make good choices for yourself. Okay, I had to get a drink of my water. Okay, next card you have is the World card. This is a great card. So for a lot of Aquarians, you could just be feeling on top of the world in April. So things could be going well for you. You know what I'm getting to? A lot of creativity here. Now, it could be, I mean, a lot of people are having to stay home right now. It could be if you're scaling back and work out of necessity or whatever, you could end up putting a lot of your free time into some creative endeavor that you love to do. Something artistic, something creative that you have been working on little by little. A lot of times you haven't had that much time to do this creative project. So you could end up spending a lot more time doing this and really enjoying yourself and just letting your creativity flow. And it could inspire you in such a way that it brings you a sense of fulfillment and joy and peace and happiness, and almost like you're continuing to define who you are. Because a lot of times when you're so busy with day-to-day life and responsibilities, you have to put aside things that you might have a personal interest in that could be something creative or something business or not business, whatever it is. It might be painting, it might be dance, music, it could be just about anything, acting or a theatrical whatever's, you know, it could just anything, making things. So this these creative tendencies, these talents and resources you've had inside of yourself, and you've been working at it little by little, you could just really just start to grow in that area where you're flourishing with your creativity. And this could be very inspiring to you as a new way to live your life going forward when everything gets back to normal, where you're working and doing all your same responsibilities if you've cut back for a little while, where you're just going with a new sense of direction and conviction about your life and confidence and pleasure and feeling of self-fulfillment, a joyful feeling that just makes you feel more enthusiastic about where you're going in your life. Next card. Okay, this is the Nine of Swords. So for some Aquarians, you could be losing sleep, worrying about things, worst case scenarios. Now, if you notice, none of the swords are actually touching the person. So a lot of times the Nine of Swords is worrying about worst case scenarios that do not ever happen. So you don't want to lose sleep or get yourself so filled with anxiety, worrying, because there's so much fear going on in the world right now. You know, if you turn on the news, they're more than happy to fill you up with fear until your cup runneth over. So you got to be careful not to get too absorbed in that. It's good to know what's going on in the news nationally and locally and everything, but don't get all caught up in it. Just detach, focus on things that, you know, are the more productive projects and interests. And I mean, what I've always done more and more as the years go by, whenever I'm facing uncertainty, I'm a big believer in God and guardian angels. I turn to God and guardian angels, and I put my faith there. And I have, ever since we've been hearing about all this upheaval and what's going on all over the place, I have been just having this very calm feeling inside of myself, like I'm being guided and that I have nothing to worry about. And I just feel like the more you can have that calm feeling, turn to the higher power, whoever your higher power is. Like I said, I grew up with Catholic Church, which is, you know, God and Jesus and the guardian angels, Blessed Mother. So whatever you turn to for a higher power, and I hope you do have a higher power that you're able to turn to, it will give you comfort because you'll get guidance. You'll be guided. And so, and comforted also. You won't be having the fear put into you, like if you turn on the news. So, yeah, so this doesn't have to be this way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And the best advice for this card is take back your power. Don't feel helpless. Don't feel vulnerable to the scary things that's going on. Whether it's in a lot of cases, for some people, this could be people at your job that are not treating you well. People are in your personal life that are not treating you well. Um, if it is for you, you need to make plans to extricate yourself from that, because they're not going to change. That's what I'm getting here. They're not going to change, and you're not like them. You do not belong in that kind of environment. So if you are suffering from people mistreating you, etc., at work or in a personal life situation, you need to make your plans to extricate yourself from that at whatever time it's appropriate for you. And here's a good card, the Ace of Cups. It's alongside the Nine of Pentacles, which I love. Ace of Cups, this is saying that for a lot of Aquarians, it's getting time. If you're single and you've been searching or wanting to meet the right one, maybe you haven't been knocking yourself out, which is good. You need to just relax on that subject. And I'm feeling a lot of you are relaxed on that subject. Someone from a previous lifetime that was a big love relationship for you in a previous lifetime is supposed to be crossing paths with you again around this time, or thereabouts. I mean, it might even go over until the end of the summer or something. But you're supposed to be crossing paths with them if the timing is right for you. Again, it's a general reading, so some cards resonate while others do not. But if it's your time, it'll happen, and you don't need to shake the bushes and look under every rock for this person. They're going to find you. Their spirit is in search of you. Their soul, they're on their journey. And this person is very intent that way. It's like they know you're out there. So this person's been searching for a long time. They've been in other relationships, but they weren't fulfilled. They weren't truly in love with whoever they were with at that time. So at whatever time they fizzled out and ended, whether by divorce or whatever, or not divorce, just quit seeing each other, however it worked out, they were okay with it overall. They were, because they knew there was somebody that's really right for them out there, and they wanted to find that person. And so for some Aquarians, it's your time coming up now to cross paths, and you're going to be very flattered by this person. I feel like they do well for themselves. They're ambitious, very intelligent, but a little intense, because they know what they want. They know what they don't. They don't bother with what they don't want. This is a person that wants quality in their life. This is not the kind of person who would just date a lot of different people, just trying different people out. Not at all. This person, if they would want to get to know someone, and they hold back a lot. I feel like they don't do a lot of dating. Whenever they have gotten into a relationship, they kind of took their time getting to know the person quite a bit, and then decided, okay, all right, this is compatible, this might work. But overall, whatever years went by, things didn't work out so great, for whatever reason. So when this person crosses paths with you, they're going to suspect you might be the one. First, they're going to be very attracted to you physically. Then as they hear you speak and see your personality, they're going to think you're a very good person, a good quality person, pleasant and intelligent and attractive. You will be flattered by this person. So, but this is supposed to be a long-term relationship, because the two of you are supposed to get back together. So, next card, a great card. I love this, Nine of Pentacles. This is saying that in the month of you will be so grateful to enjoy all the good that you have in your life. And I mean, whether you have some small luxuries or big luxuries you get to enjoy, you will have your home the way you want it. You'll be enjoying yourself and knowing that you have so much to be grateful for, so much to appreciate. And so if you are staying home more than usual, you're going to fix things up and make it comfy for you. You're going to dress in a way that you feel pleasant and you feel good about yourself and comfortable. You might be doing some gardening. You might be spending a little time with nature, and just being grateful for all the good. And whenever you're grateful for your abundance, your prosperity, the universe delivers more of that to you. And so I love the energy with this Nine of Pentacles card. It just feels so uplifting. It feels joyful. It feels fulfilling. It just feels good to me. And so, and I always advise everyone to learn about the law of attraction, because if your bank account or your circumstances don't say that you're abundant and prosperous, there's always something to be grateful for. It might be your family, your friends, your home, your however you've made your home. You don't have to be rich to make your home cozy and enjoyable and have some pretty things or nice things that you enjoy around you. So, or if you're fortunate enough to have a yard or a little patio, maybe you might be doing some gardening. Great time to take up gardening, growing vegetables in pots, and vegetables and fruits in pots right now, if you have extra time on your hands. Next card you have is Knight of Swords. Now, the swords do relate to the air signs of Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So this is one of your cards. But what the Knight of Swords is saying is that you could have some change that comes about all of a sudden. And it could be stressful when that happens, because it's quick, it's swift. And so sometimes it's a sense of upheaval or just everything happening all at once. But afterward, after this change, what you've got, the Empress, things are good. It's like, oh, okay, this is good. This worked out this way. So for some of you, if you've been waiting to move, because might be towards the end of it, if you've been waiting for a place to move to, maybe to rent or to buy or whatever, or maybe waiting on a job, maybe you were wanting to transfer with your job or applying for jobs somewhere. This little fly, what is that, a fruit fly on my finger? Sorry about that. Talking about nature. If you're waiting on something and it hasn't come through, you might get the green light out of the blue when you least expect it, and you've got to act quickly. Otherwise, maybe somebody else will get that place, like if it's a place to live, or if it's some job situation, maybe they want you as quick as possible. So you've got to be ready to go fast and make changes. So it can be a certain feeling of upheaval and stressfulness about all this. But after the dust settles, it's like, oh, good. Okay, this worked out okay then. I'm in a better place now. And last card you have is the Empress, another major arcana destiny card. Look at this, right under the World, the High Priestess. I mean, I love these cards. You've got some good cards. I mean, everybody's got some stress and all to deal with, but overall, you've got some good, strong energies here. So, Empress, this is talking about planting your seeds and watching them grow and develop, bringing things to fruition. This is talking about having a sense of balance in your life. The Empress, she works hard, but she maintains a good sense of balance in her life with her family, her friends, her personal interests. This could be tying in also when I was talking about the world and the creative endeavors, creative projects, that the Empress is saying here, right underneath it, that, yeah, you're going to be busy at your job and making money, being productive that way, but you're also exploring your own interests, your own creative abilities, plus spending whatever time with your family, your loved ones, and in your home, enjoying your home by way of, you've got this Nine of Pentacles, and having good balance in your life. It could also mean a pregnancy for some people too. But it's planting your seeds and watching them grow to fruition. And it's a card of prosperity and success also, and abundance. So now this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Cheryl Marchetti. And what I want to do now is pick one card from the Magical Mermaid and Dolphin deck by Doreen Virtue. So if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Also, check your rising and moon sign videos as they're coming available. And if you happen to be born on the cusp of another sign, you can also check that sign's reading if you identify with the traits of that sign. So, but at least check your rising and moon sign videos. So, okay, magical mermaids and dolphins. What is your message for Aquarius for the month of April? What's your message for Aquarius for April? Okay, let's see. Okay, and feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, the rates and contact info are listed below. This is a good card. This says worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. I love this. This is great advice any time of the year. Worthiness. When you know you deserve to receive good, the universe will deliver good to you. Self-esteem and a sense of your own value. You can't put a price tag on that. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. Look at that. To me, that ties in with that Nine of Pentacles card too. Okay. Next, I will pick one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Okay, Spirit Animals. What is your message for Aquarius for the month of Spirit Animals? What is your message for Aquarius for the month of? These out before I do dropping the cards. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, they stick together on it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think this is one card. Yeah. Okay, this is the Badger Spirit. Look how cute that creature is. Okay, be fearless and bold. I love this. This is great advice. Be fearless and bold. I love it. I love it. I think it ties in with the worthiness card also, to tell the truth. Okay. Now, last but not least, I'll pick one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, angels, what is your message for Aquarius for the month of, or what's your message for Aquarius for the month of April? Okay, I'm going to fan these out. And let's see. Angel Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Love it. I love this, and I feel like it totally ties in with this reading. Angel Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Great message. Okay, Aquarius, you've got a good reading. Well, that's the sun's sign is Aquarius. His is 6, so that's good for him too then. Okay, well, I hope you're happy with your reading. Be sure and check your rising moon signs as they come available. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, the rates and contact info are listed below. Have a wonderful, happy spring, and we'll talk again soon.